We're glad to have you here on the 16th day of December as we kick off a brand new week of Let's Chat. I'm Chip Chapman. Right off the bat this morning, we're going to spend a few minutes with Corey and Rebecca Gaylord, strategic financial partners. First of all, Corey and Rebecca, good morning.
Good morning.
Married, how long?
Just over 10 years. Celebrated our 10th in July.
What made you decide to get into the strategic financial advisement business?
So coming out of college almost 10 years, a little over 10 years ago now at this point, weren't entirely sure what we were going to do. And so I started the practice, very much a faith journey, not really knowing, but knowing I liked people and liked numbers.
Right.
So started that back in June of 2015, and here we are almost 10 years later.
What's one of the cool things about working with your husband?
I love the transparency we can have.
Mm-hmm.
We very much work as a team. He stays in his lane, I stay in mine.
That's not what he was saying before we came on here.
You know better than that.
He stays in his lane, you stay in yours.
Yes, absolutely. And I think a big part of our business is being a family practice. So being able to bring our boys into the fold, and they like to call the office our office as though they work there as well.
What services do you offer at Strategic Financial Partners?
Yeah, so we work with a lot of business owners, a lot of pre-retirees, a lot of folks that are either in the wealth accumulation phase of life or the wealth preservation phase of life. So looking at strategies on investing, retirement, could be insurance, business planning.
Tell me what kind of concerns you guys are hearing more of these days.
I think a lot of what we're hearing these days, obviously the last 6 months was heavily election based, but now looking out over the next 12 to 18 months, it's more macro economy of global scale, and then obviously heavily on the interest rates of waiting to see what the Fed's going to do over the next 12 months. Are they going to start reducing mortgage rates? Are they going to keep it flat? Kind of seeing where that falls.
Yeah. Can you guys give me a story of how your program and what you do has helped one particular client? No need to name them, but if you've got a success story that stands out, we'd love to hear it.
Sure.
I would say a big piece that we want to help people work on is establishing the right habits. So I like to tell people it's not necessarily as much about your rate of return as your rate of savings. So are you doing the things necessary to put yourself in the best position possible? And one of the exciting stories that I had pretty early on, it was only probably 3 or 4 years in business, but we had structured an investment account, they were funding it, and we looked up for a review about 4 years later, and I asked them, I said, how much do you think is in your account? And he underestimated it dramatically. He estimated about 10% of what the actual value was.
Right.
And so to show them the progress of the work that they had put in was really cool and gave us a lot of inspiration and encouragement to just keep doing what we're doing and helping people out in the community to prepare for what's next, right? I mean, it could be educating kids, it could be retirement, it could be other things, just whatever's important to them.
Tell me why you think your business stands out among other financial planners.
We really want everyone to know that no matter their account size, their demographic, that we are going to put our very best foot forward for them. They're going to get the best service consistently. We also strive to make sure they know we care about them as people. We're there to celebrate every win alongside them. And I think that personal aspect sets us apart, and it's what, you asked earlier, what makes it fun working with your husband. Well, that's one of those things. We can celebrate the births and the marriages and all of those milestones.
Sounds good. We appreciate you all spending a few minutes with us. Tell us how we get in touch with you and where we can find out more about the husband and wife, Corey and Rebecca.
Yeah, so we just opened a new office down on Broad Street, right across from CCS, 3530 South Broad, across the street from Publix, and then obviously phone numbers and emails on the screen as well.
Check them out, strategicfinancialpartners.com. Hope you all have a very happy holiday season.
Thank
Look forward to having you
Thank
come
you.
back.
You as well.
Make sure and check them out. Hang in there with us. We have much more of Let's Chat straight ahead.